Hey, what is going on, guys, and welcome back to another NBA 2K17 What If video. So, right away, I'm just gonna acknowledge the elephant in the room. Yes, I know I haven't uploaded in about 8 or 9 months. I have a good explanation for it, but I'm not gonna get into that in this video. But pretty much all we're gonna do in today's video is a what if I've been wanting to do for a while, and this is what if every team swapped their best player. And the method I use to go about this is just purely alphabetical. So if I go ahead and look at our roster, I'll go right back to the Sixers. So the Sixers best player goes to the Bucks, who goes to the Bulls, who goes to the Cavs, who goes to the Celtics, and so on. So if we look at these rosters, John Wall is on the Sixers, Joel Embiid is on the Bucks, sorry. Giannis Antetokounmpo is on the Bulls. Jimmy Butler is on the Cavaliers. The Celtics have LeBron James. The Clippers have Isaiah Thomas. The Grizzlies have Chris Paul. The Hawks have Marc Gasol. Paul Millsap is on the Heat. Hassan Whiteside is on the Hornets. Rudy Gobert, no. Sorry. I originally traded him to the Kings, but I decided to opt for Gordon Hayward instead, just because I feel like Gordon Hayward is a better player. Their overalls were exactly the same before I traded Hayward, so I don't know. If the overalls were the same, it was pretty much just up to my discretion. So Kemba Walker's on the Jazz, Gordon Hayward's on the Kings, Rudy Gay is on the Knicks, Carmelo Anthony is on the Lakers, and I'm not sure why I chose Melo over Porzingis. I don't know. I just kind of did. Same overall. So, D'Angelo Russell is on the Magic. Nikola Vukovic is on the Mavericks. Dirk Nowitzki is on the Nets. Brook Lopez is on the Nuggets. Nikola Jokic is on the Pacers. DeMarcus Cousins is actually on the Pelicans. Paul George is on the Pelicans, which actually, in my opinion, makes this team seem kind of like a sleeper team. I think they could do well. They'll definitely make the playoffs, though, but that's just my feeling. I don't know. They have a pretty they have a pretty large drop off after Paul George, but who knows? So the Pistons have Anthony Davis, the Raptors have Andre Drummond, the Rockets have DeMar DeRozan, I feel like this could be a sleeper team as well. Also the Spurs, I think, have a big chance to win it all. They have James Harden, which is absolutely crazy, which means Kawhi Leonard is on the Suns. Great pickup for the Suns, but the Thunder have Eric Bledsoe. They kind of got screwed. This Timberwolves team, I think, is another contender. Russell Westbrook is now on the team. Trailblazers have Karl Anthony Towns, and the Warriors are definitely a team to watch out for, as they have Damian Lillard. I opted to trade, I'm sorry if you can hear that, there's some weird noises, but I opted to trade Damian Lillard I opted to trade Steph Curry for Damian Lillard instead of Kevin Durant, just because I feel like it just would have been a better fit. I don't want these teams to be completely stacked in one position. So Steph Curry is on the Wizards, and the 76ers have John Wall. So I'm going to go ahead and simulate probably 2 or 3 seasons, and I will talk to you guys at the end of Season 1. At the end of Season 1, Giannis Antetokounmpo walks away with the MVP with some crazy stats. 25, 10, just about 26, 10, 7, 2.5 steals, and 2.9 blocks. Absolutely crazy numbers. Joel Embiid wins Rookie of the Year, no surprise there. Mike Conley wins Sixth Man of the Year. Anthony Davis wins Defensive Player of the Year, and Giannis wins Most Improved Player, which this is crazy to me. I don't know why changing Giannis's team made him all that much better. I mean, it might just be because he's playing with a better team. Like, he's playing alongside Dwayne Wade. I honestly have no idea. And Coach of the Year goes to Dwayne Casey as the Raptors go 54-28. So let's get right into the playoffs. All-NBA first team, Eric Bledsoe with the Thunder. Wow, this is really crazy. I never thought anything like this would happen. I mean, look at this first team. Look how weird this is. But anyway, let's go ahead and continue to the playoffs. Excuse me. So Minnesota does make the playoffs. I thought they would be a lot better than the 8th seed, but I mean, this is pretty interesting. I honestly don't really remember who's on what team, so I guess I'll just have to look at the champions or maybe even just like the conference finals contenders just to see who's on that team. So let's go ahead and just simulate the entire playoffs. And the Cavs advance. We advance again. And we have been eliminated in 7 by the Boston Celtics. And the Utah Jazz made the playoffs. I forget who they made the finals as a 7th seed. I forget who they have, but they beat Golden State in 6. And the Boston Celtics have won the championship. I'm really not surprised. I mean, LeBron can really take over a team like that. And, I mean, it's just crazy. So I want to see who's on Utah. Really? This team went to the finals. I feel like this is just a fluke. I mean, they have Kemba Walker and Rudy Gobert, but like that just seems weird to me. But I'm gonna look at. I mean, how did this Golden State team not win? I mean, they lost by 1 in Game 6. That's crazy. But look at these numbers. Damian Lillard with 37 points, and I mean, it's just and Ian Clark stepped up. I mean, it's just crazy. And then the Cavs, obviously with Jimmy Butler, made the conference finals, and the Celtics are your champions with LeBron, obviously. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into Season 2. At the end of Season 2, Giannis Antetokounmpo once again walks away with MVP, putting up very similar numbers. I kind of expected this to be a little different, but at the same time, I almost didn't. Joel Embiid, Rookie of the Year. Greg Monroe wins Sixth Man of the Year, so not Mike Conley this time. Anthony Davis, Defensive Player of the Year. Giannis Antetokounmpo, Most Improved. And Coach of the Year goes to Fred Hoiberg. So, really not all that much different, but I guess we could... Yeah, I mean, this hardly changed at all. James Harden instead of Steph Curry in the second guard spot. But it just really surprises me that Eric Bledsoe's on the All-NBA first team. I mean, like, what kind of numbers did he put up? I mean, okay, he put up a ton of assists, which is awesome. Anyway, let's just get right into the playoffs. The Timberwolves are now the 5th seed. That's a little more like I expected. Cavaliers are still the 3rd seed. Chicago's the 1st seed. Boston, your reigning champions, are the 2nd seed. So anyway, let's just go ahead and simulate the entire playoffs and see who our champion is. And wow, Cavs just absolutely got rolled. So San Antonio, Golden State wins it all. Okay, this simulation, personally, I think was a lot more realistic, except for the Raptors making it to the finals. I mean, after last season, I kind of expected the Bulls to be a little better. Or not a little better, but to be one of the top teams in the league. But I expected San Antonio to make it to the conference finals or the NBA finals. I expected the Warriors to be there. But honestly, what is up with the Raptors? I mean, it's so interesting when you do something like this, where you mix around different players, because in a way, it almost made the league a little more balanced, because some of the better teams happen to get bad players, and some of the bad teams happen to get good players. Like, for example, John Wall went to Philly, or, I mean, look at the Bulls. You get Giannis in there with Rondo and D Wade, and apparently they're a super team. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. It feels pretty good to be back. I can't honestly promise some new videos. I've been super busy with my senior year. That's kind of why I didn't upload, and I'm still trying to kind of figure out my recording setup, but I really do hope that I can continue to make some videos in the future. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys later.